Everybody, this is the Frugal Streamer. One of my favorite Battlefield creators out there is Max IQ. I watch his videos a lot. Most recently, I've been watching some of his guide videos that he's been putting out. And his intro caught my attention because I noticed that he was moving his camera around to get it out of the way of what he wanted to show his viewers. And I said, wow, there's an easier and neater way for him to do this, provided he has a Stream Deck. And I found out that he does. So I want to do a little guide on how he and you can do something to make your camera move just by the single click of one button on your Stream Deck. And the great thing is if you don't have a Stream Deck, well, guess what? There's a free version out there that I will also show you. So let's get into it. All right, so we have Meld Studio. This is the one that I really want to show you because Meld Studio is a free alternative to OBS, and it has a lot of functions built into it that you would normally have to download plugins for within OBS, including what I'm going to show you today. So first of all, we need to make a couple scenes. So I'm just going to click on these. I got scene and I got scene one. And then I'm going to add a couple layers to this. The first one I'm going to do is a couple video devices. The first one's going to be my capture card capturing the gameplay. And then the second one will be a capture device, video capture device for my camera. All right, now Max had his camera set up kind of in the middle like this in the beginning, and he cropped it in like so, which is easy to do inside of Meld. And basically this was his setup. Plus he had like a little graphic up here for YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch, I think. There's a little graphic up here. All right. But this was the basic setup. And then what he did was he moved his mouse and drug his camera over here. And probably, I think, made it a little smaller or something like that. And basically his camera was like this in the right corner while he was showing you all the good stuff down here. So what I'm going to do is I've got this replicated. I'm going to bring this back like this. All right. Now in scene one, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to add a duplicator layer. And then I'm just basically duplicating the source for my Elgato because I don't want to have to encode that again. And then the second one, I'm going to add a video capture device, and I'm not duplicating my camera. I'm redoing it because what I have set inside of Meld Studio for my transitions is the move transition that is automatically built in. Now, when you get Meld Studio going, you're going to need to go to settings, go to transition, and then make sure that move is set for your default transition. And then you got some different easing curves here. Right now I have in and out cortex, which is basically, these are just your different curves for easing in and out of your sources. So that's what I have set. I've got a duration here set of around 1,000 milliseconds. Okay. And so that transition should take 1,000 milliseconds to move whatever sources I want it to move. So how it knows what to move is based on your source positions in your different scenes. For instance, and you just saw it take effect. I have my camera right here. And then if I were to go to scene one, you see it move my camera. So what I can do here is I can crop in my camera. I can make it do whatever I want it to do. Okay. Center it up. Hit done, and then I'm going to move it. I can resize it to whatever I want. I can even add effects to it if I wanted to do that. I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's add a glow style and give it a little bit of a border here. You can do any color you want. Even make it even in solid color if you wanted to give you a solid border like that. You can change the color. Let's see, he likes orange, so let's do an orange like so. And so now you have that. So now what I can do is you got the main camera. And then you've got to transition to your second scene. Now, the great thing about Meld Studio that I have not mentioned is that it has a nice Stream Deck plugin. So you can actually set this up inside of your Stream Deck, set up a button to transition between scenes, and you have a nice single button source so that you can do live production, and you don't have to do any of this moving in post, or you can do this so that it looks nice and professional instead of using your mouse to move your camera around. Now, what I can do now is I can show you how you can do this inside of OBS also using the Move Transition plugin. All right, so in OBS, basically the same setup. I do have a couple nested scenes. I've made one for my game PC, one for my webcam, and then I have two scenes that I will be recording for my gameplay video and guide. Here I have a start scene. That'll be the first scene. And then I have a cam top right scene. All right, so what I've done is I've used the Move Transition plugin by Xeldro that you can download for free off of OBS's website. I'll provide a link in the description below. I definitely recommend using the installer zip. That way you install it to your OBS. You don't have to worry about putting all the zip files in the right folder. It'll do it all for you, provided you have OBS installed on your C drive. I don't think you can choose, well, I don't know, maybe you can, but regardless, mine's on my C drive. That's where I put it. I definitely recommend using the installer though, but you can use just a regular zip file and manually do it too. Regardless, you'll know you have it installed when you have the ability to select the Move transition, and it's listed in all of the different transition types. You do have also the function to do a transition override for specific sources. Yeah, transition override. And you can go in and you can select a Move transition override for a specific scene. Same thing for show transition and high transition for your sources. You can do, if you're just wanting to show a source, you can select a specific transition type. And if you just want to hide it, you can choose this transition type for that also. What I've done though is I have positioned my camera in the cam top right in this scene right here. And then for the start, I have it in the position like Max had his camera at the beginning. And then you can just simply, by switching the scenes now, it will automatically move it for you, and it will do it without you, trying to fiddle faddle around and trying to figure out where you want your camera. Again, Stream Deck comes in really handy here because OBS also has, native support inside of Stream Deck. It has a plugin already that you can download and install from Elgato's Marketplace. And then you just basically do two buttons, one for each scene. And then when you select that scene, your camera will move back and forth, just like as if you were just clicking the scenes right here inside of OBS. It's that easy. Really is. Now, the question is, what if I don't have OBS Frugal Streamer? How do I get it? Well, it's very cool because guess what? Stream Deck is supported on mobile devices, and you can get a free version that gives you up to 6 buttons for free. So you just download the Stream Deck plugin or Stream Deck app from your Apple Store or your Google Play Store, install it, and then when you install the Stream Deck software on your desktop that has OBS or has Meld Studio on it, when you open that up, you'll be able to add your mobile device. It'll give you a QR code that you can then scan with your phone, and that will connect your phone or your tablet to your Stream PC. Then you have a nice free Stream Deck Mobile. It really does work well. I love it a lot. I actually have a 10-inch tablet, an Android tablet that has like 80 buttons on that thing. It is ridiculous how many buttons you can add to your Stream Deck Mobile. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to get the full version of it, you can pay a one-time price or a subscription. I think it's your choice. And you get the full version of Stream Deck. And you get a ton of buttons, especially if you have a tablet. So consider Stream Deck Mobile if you don't have it. I will also provide a link down from Elgato's website in the description below. Let me know how you use this. I would love to see you use it in your videos. Max, if you have any questions about this, let me know. But I think that this will really kind of help clean up your intros a little bit and give it a little bit more of a smoother transition there. You don't have to, goof around with trying to position the camera where you want it. Simply push one button on your Stream Deck and it'll get it to where you have it. And it'll just make your production, I think, a lot easier, workflow a lot easier, and it'll make your videos look a little bit better. So, like I said, though, if you got any questions, let me know. Other than that, guys, please, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, all that good stuff. You know what you got to do. All right, everybody, have a great week. Be safe out there. We'll see you later.